Hiya, my name's Charlie and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be going through my Autumn Mixtape TBR. So all the books that I'm going to be reading for the wonderful readathon that is the Autumn Mixtape. This is the readathon being run by Victoria from What Victoria Read, we love Victoria, and Leanne from Literary Diversions, Jean from Jean's Bookish Thoughts, and I think there's another host as well that's on Instagram, which I'll put on screen just here. So it's been the readathon is running from the 3rd of October to the 16th of October, I think that's right. And so as you're watching this, it starts the day after, from the Monday. So yeah, I'm super excited to join in. I did make a TBR for the summer readathon, and I did like join in somewhat tentatively because obviously that was when my life stuff was kind of a bit crazy. I did manage to read somewhat of a portion of one of the books, but you know, this one I'm going to be much more successful at, and I'm going to be going in much more full-heartedly, and yeah. So I'll run through the prompts with you and which books I'm going to read for it. There's also 4 self-care prompts which I'll go through at the end, and yeah, just to let you know what they are. And there'll be links in the description for the hosts and all of the prompts, etc., and all the books that I'm reading as well. So yeah, check those out. Yeah. So without further ado, let's start it. Just so you know, the Autumn Mixtapes are based upon, obviously, around they do their prompts around songs, which is very, very fun. And so that's sort of how, yeah, so that's like an extra element. And I believe there's like a Spotify playlist and stuff. So yeah, which is, I'll try and find the link for and put that in the description. But yeah, but anyway, like I said, I'll go through the prompts, and here we go. The first prompt is All Too Well by Taylor Swift. Read a book with nature on the cover. Now for this, I've kind of got like 3 choices, which seems a bit excessive, but I like to have choices when I'm doing a readathon. I've got the 5th Pages and Co book, which is called Pages and Co, the Treehouse Library. I don't know anything about this, and I want to go in not knowing anything. The premise of the Pages and Co books is that basically characters can jump into stories, and there's always loads of wonderful adventures. I know Milo is the lead character of this particular story, and yeah, I'm just so excited to read them. I love Anna James's writing, and all of the whole series is just amazing. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. And obviously, as you can see, the nature on the cover is obviously the tree. Yeah, and there's like a bee, obviously, so you could count that as well. Another one I've already mentioned in my Victober TBR, which I'll link there and in the description, which is Charlotte Bronte's Selected Letters. This is one I'm going to probably be dipping in and out of. It's obviously, you can see the cover, it's just gorgeous, beautifully flowery, and I thought that if I don't get to the other 2, that this one I should be getting to. I've also got another one that I mentioned in my book haul, my recent book haul, which is Amy and Lan, and this is a story of 2 teenagers, and they're sort of growing up in the rural countryside, and I think it's just, and I think their parents are also friends, and I'm thinking it's like dramas that are happening or mysteries to be uncovered. I just think the cover, again, is very, very autumnal, and I have read, like, I think I read the first chapter of this, and it is really good, so yeah, excited to carry on reading this one. For prompt number 2, I've only got one choice because I know 100% I'm definitely going to get to it. This is W.I.C.T.H, or Witch by Devon Cole. Read a witch book or woman in total control of herself, or a witchy story. So I've got The Hidden Witch, which is the second in, like, it's like, I don't know what the name of the series is, but it's the first book is The Witch Boy, and it features sort of talks of toxic masculinity, and because it's the second in a series, I don't want to go in kind of knowing very little. On the back, I'll just read you what it says in the back. It says, Aster's parents have finally agreed that he can learn witchery with the girls, and he has a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, because in the first book, Aster, the character of Aster, he wants to do magic, and the boys are meant to do like shape-shifting, and the girls are meant to do, in his world, the boys do shape-shifting and the girls do magic, and he found in the first book, obviously, his love was for magic, so this sort of follows on from there. But I think there's probably going to be potentially there might be some queer elements in this, because I think obviously the first one had that as well. So yeah, it's just really, really wonderful series, and I think it's just magical, and it fulfills the prompt. That is why I'm going for this one. Number 3 is Mixtape pick a book based on your favourite autumnal or Halloween bop, or a free choice. So for me, I've done it as a free choice, but I've kind of picked like keeping the autumn theme. I've got a book called Dead Relatives, which is by Lucy McKnight-Hardy, and this is a short story collection. I know Lucy McKnight-Hardy wrote, her previous book was Water Shall Refuse Them, which was a very popular book, and yeah, I'm just excited. I think, again, short stories are quite a good one for readathons because you can read a few of them if you want to. Yeah, so I'll see, either read a few, read all of them, I don't know, we'll see. Right, next one I've got is California Dreaming by the Mamas and the Papas. I love that song. Read an unseasonal read. So I've got one for this one, which is Children of the Quicksands by Efua Traore. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong, probably I am. And this was shortlisted for the, as you can see from the sticker, the young reader shortlist for for Waterstones, and that's how I sort of heard about it. But yeah, again, I'll read you what the premise is. I'm really sorry. Simi is sent to stay with her long-lost grandmother in a remote Nigerian village. I knew it was set in a Nigerian village. There's no TV, no internet or phone. Not a single human sound can be heard at night, just the noises of the birds and the animals in the dark forest. Her grandmother makes herbal medicines for the villagers, but she won't talk to Simi about their family's past. Something bad must have happened, but what? To find out, Simi goes exploring. Caught in the sinking red quicksand of a forbidden lake, her extraordinary journey begins. So it sounds really amazing. Obviously the colour, again, the cover is amazing, and it still gives me autumn vibes. Doesn't it give you guys autumn vibes? And as it's set in Nigeria, that is why I thought I'd pick this for the unseasonal read. Obviously a hot country, and it's got the word sands in it, which makes me think of summer. So yes, that's what I'm picking for that prompt. And if I do have time, I might try and head to Cold Enough for Snow, even though that will be a tenuous link because it actually still is set in autumn. So right, the next one, prompt number 5, is Down Under by Men at Work, read a translated read. And this is called Lie With Me by Philippe Besson. This is basically a character who is he's a bit older, and he's reflecting back on sort of like a love that has been lost, and he goes back to the time of when that happened. I think that's why it's queer. It says, just outside a hotel in Bordeaux, Philippe, a famous writer, chances upon a man who bears a striking resemblance to his first love. What follows is a look back at Philippe's teenage years into the winter morning in 1984, a small French high school, and carefully timed encounter between two 17-year-olds is the start of a secret, intensely passionate, world-altering love affair between Philippe and his classmate Thomas. And I know this is like quite a sad ending, according to someone that lots of people that have said it to me, but it's very short, and I think it will be like perfectly for this read of one. Yeah. So that's why I've got that. And I'll quickly then now go through with you the 4 self-care prompts, which are Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac, read in a cozy spot and share your setup. These are, I think, for Instagram or for Twitter that you can share them on. Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day, another great song. Take some self-care time. I love this, but this whole readathon is so brilliant. I love like the idea being to focus on sort of self-care. It's just perfect. This is Halloween. Complete your favourite autumnal tradition. I wonder what I could do for that. We made some apple turnovers at the weekend, which was quite an autumn tradition. I'll see whether, I don't know, maybe like a walk or whatever. I don't know, we'll see. Or pumpkins, something to do with pumpkins. Monster Math number 9, finally. What's your favourite autumnal or Halloween film? I'm sure I can think of something for that. So yeah, those are all the prompts. Again, check out all the hosts and the prompts in the description if you want to join in. Let me know, are you joining in the autumn mixtape? I'd love to know what books you're reading if you are. Let me know, if not, tell me what you're reading. Are you joining in with Victober as well? Like, we'll talk about all of those things. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, and take care, and sending you lots of love. Goodbye.